Today for this very, very important cause. Up next, we have Brother Thutmose Sankara. He is the chief organizer of Free 'em All Political Prisoner Advocacy Coalition. Welcome. Y'all give him a hand.
Woo! Peace and power, family.
Peace.
Salute. Black power.
Black power.
Solidarity.
Solidarity.
All the comrades. I'm Brother Thutmose Sankara of the Free 'em All Political Prisoners Advocacy Coalition. And we are at war.
Yes.
Ever since the first Africans landed here from our home continent and they kept us here in chattel slavery, it's only changed forms to now where it's prison slavery. And of course, we never back down from a fight. If you bring it to us, we're going to bring it right back to you. And what I'd like to do is just bring some clarity in regards to what it is that we're faced with. As I said, it is war. The United States government is using the prison industrial complex to keep a source of free labor for itself in order to keep its industries and multinational corporations afloat across the world. We can't allow them to do that.
Thank you.
Not in 2017. We can't stand here and let them keep their foot on the neck of the people all around the world based off of that slavery that they have us under by sewing their military uniforms, their pants, creating their boots, doing computer programming as they do in California behind enemy lines. We can't allow them to keep doing that. By fighting the system of oppression and the prison industrial complex in the United States, we can free the whole world.
Yes.
This event is pregnant with the possibility of that happening. All of the great comrades who've spoken today, all of the comrades in solidarity, and more importantly, those behind enemy lines that feel the energy of what we're doing here. The mind of those, when you're in prison, as I've had the opportunity, you sit and you think about the things that could bring about the justice for your situation and for those who find themselves in your situation. So this rally and this march, the energy and the spirit is going to go out to them and it's going to give them confidence. Of course, the state of Florida locked down the whole prison system for this weekend so the comrades could not organize behind enemy lines with us. So the enemy himself recognizes the power of this event. It's never been done before. And the fact that they will shut down the whole state's prison system because of it means that you're doing something. You're doing something. But as Sister Keela said, we have to keep organizing. We have to keep the focus of what the intention of this event is about. Because I tell you, the fight against the prison industrial complex will be the straw that breaks the back of United States imperialism. The fact that they want to keep people still in prison today by the millions, the greatest incarceration state ever created in the history of the world, by the fact that they want to do that, if you invest everything in that, then when that turns and flips on you, that means your whole system goes away. Just as the prison strike from September last year crippled them by the billions of dollars, they're still really trying to get their businesses back in order so that they can continue that exploitation and the repression is coming. I had an opportunity to participate with the comrades in Georgia in 2010 organizing outside of that prison strike. And the repression was awesome. Brothers were killed. People were put in the hole. People were denied visitation, just as they're doing in Florida this weekend. So I want to say that the follow-up to this has to be strong, and it has to be massive, and it has to be consistent.
Yes.
We have to be sure that those inside, those correction officers and those wardens know that if you touch one, you got to go home sometime. And it's not going to be a game based upon the fact of it just, we coming here to speak. We're going to follow this up with work. The organizations that are here should form themselves into coalitions. And this shouldn't be the first time. It should just be the jump off. That's all. Let's keep it going, brothers and sisters. I want to tell you about two comrades that I had the opportunity to work with. Everybody knows who Asasa Shakur is, correct?
Yeah.
Well, did you know that her daughter's father is in Augusta Medical Prison, suffering from hepatitis C and diabetes, based on a 31-year-old murder he was convicted of in 2002, because Bush's office said that if you help us lure her away from Cuba to maybe Bahamas somewhere where we can grab her, then we'll leave you alone. But if you don't do it, you will die in prison. And of course, Kamal Siddiqui, also known as Freddie Hilton, being a principled person, would not bow to that imperialistic threat. So now he finds himself in prison, and that threat that he would die in prison that they gave him, they're trying to see it through. Denying him medical care. As Mama Ramona said, Baba Mumia Abu Jamal's case is the precedent from the Supreme Court that says that if you're holding them and they need medical care, you have to give it to them. So these legal aspects of what we're doing, we're going to have to come to the point of understanding so that we can push, just as his Liberation Committee did for Mumia, to bring about that medical assistance. And all of them are elders. All the ex-Black Panthers and the comrades, they're all 60, 70, approaching 80 years old. They all have health concerns. There are others, Brother Russell Maroon, Baba Jamil Amin. So we have to organize to the point where we can bring the type of political pressure to bear in regards to treating them or else. So Baba Kamal was there now. We're organizing around his case. Last weekend before last, his daughter came down to visit him. Humble brother. We had to almost go in there and make him say, hey man, look, we trying to organize for you out here. What's up? What you want to do? He was like, well, I didn't want to bother anybody. We're like, well, bother us. Make us work. Give us some work to do. Also another comrade, Veronza Bowers. Veronza Bowers. Don't forget the name. This brother, after 44 years of incarceration, ex-Black Panther, he received his parole in 2004. The Alberto Gonzalez government superseded the United States Parole Commission's decision to keep him incarcerated and now illegally past his time that he was allotted for 13 years. So if there was any inkling of the mind that there was any sense of justice to this case bears to home that there is no justice. Here's a person that did all the time that you asked him to do, and you still won't let him go. But if you knew him, like I do, I got the opportunity to, behind enemy lines, spend time with him from 2008 to 2011. A powerful spirit, leader of the All Faith Meditation Group, Sakahachi flutist, artist, just an incredible human being, just as many of our ex-Black Panther comrades are. Those are the generals of the war of liberation that I'm saying that we're fighting in now. The foot soldiers, the troops, have to carry out the plans and the policies. We already know what they did. We know what the Black Panther Party and their comrades did. Provide service to the people, organize in the community. And no nation can call itself a nation if you don't stand up for those freedom fighters who have already given their sacrifice to us. No nation. That is governmental policy. You have to. It's incumbent upon you. Without understanding where we are legally and intellectually, then we're just lost in the forest. So let's organize after this, make it a continued effort. I'm Brother Thutmose Sankara of the Freedom of All Political Prisoners Coalition. Thank you, brothers and sisters. And stay vigilant.
Next, we have a solidarity statement from Mumia Abu Jamal. He was going to call in, but he wasn't able to, so we're going to hear a statement from him.